Hello guys and welcome back. So today I am going to event a meal. This is literally one of my, I would say, to go to meals, or kind of to go to meals, because I literally make this a few times, but I make like I'm gonna say my own version, but a different version of my own version every time. So this time I'm gonna record it. And we are making cheesy bow tie noodles with, hold on, where my cheese? I'm using the diet slices, and then I got my not milk, whole milk, plant-based milk. It tastes just like milk, or what I remember milk tasting like. It's not as slimy, it's good. And if you don't like almond milk, and then I have my mushrooms. Now I was gonna put flour on them and fry them, but I think I'm just gonna chop it up and season it and mix it. So I would either do that. I buy these mushrooms so I don't have to chop them, and then I would, like, clean them out, fry them, or put flour on it and season them and then fry them. I'll do a recipe like that another time so you can see what I'm talking about. But I don't know about you guys, but this is like literally I get the closest to the ground meat, and when I season it correctly, it be on point. I do not like the Beyond. I like the Impossible. I don't know, for some reason the Beyond just has a funny taste to it. But I mean, if you like Beyond, you can do it. With that, I'm not. Not these recipes, but I have a bunch of recipes that I do want to try and make with you guys, and some of the recipes I'll probably make more than once to try with like different cheeses or different meat alternatives to see, one, if I like it, and then two, so you guys can know, because even though like not all plant-based meats taste the same, I don't understand why. But some taste really bad. Some you can season it and you can't taste like a weird difference, and then some, no matter how much you season it, that aftertaste, which is my problem with the Beyond Meat. I don't know. I'll buy it a few times again just to I guess season it and see if I could get rid of that aftertaste. But I'm able to tell other people love it. Me, I'm just a picky vegan. And I forgot what I was gonna say. So what I'm gonna do is these are my favorite noodles, the bow tie, but this box is $3. Yeah, that's the one thing I hate, because it's like, why? I'm gonna have to learn how to make my own pasta. But we got our bow tie noodles and a 1 onion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop my onion, clean and chop my mushrooms, and brown my ground meat. And when I come back, I guess we'll season it together. And my noodles are boiling. My water is boiling, but I just remembered I didn't season my water or put oil in it. So I need to do that before it starts boiling, and we will be back. So I just put my onions in, put a little olive oil. We're gonna sweat them out. I'll probably sweat them out a little bit, then I'm gonna add the Impossible meat, chopped up my mushrooms, and then my water's boiling, so we're gonna add our noodles now. I really need to either, one, learn how to make my own noodles, or two, talk to a company where they need to make one person portion size of pasta, because I eyeball it, and every time I try to make half a box, it's always down to here, and then it's like, well, we might as well put the whole thing. Then I forget that pasta expands, so by the time I know it, I have more pasta than filling, or just pasta all week. So we're gonna attempt to eyeball this. Let's see how we do. So I got halfway, but I don't feel like it's enough. I dead ass want to put the whole box. I'm gonna put the whole box. Alright, I lied. I just put a little bit more. I remembered. We can always eat this by itself later. But normally, I would put the whole box. So now we're gonna put our Impossible meat. With my Impossible meat, I usually, or my grounds, I usually, wait till it gets a little bit, brown before I season it. Usually when I cook it, it's, not defrosted like this one is perfectly. And, I'm gonna throw this in there right now because it takes longer to cook. Well, it's still gonna cook fast, but it takes a while to cook. So while the mushrooms is sweating out, oh, you're a little too close. I'm sorry, I'm on my iPad. My phone, we're not gonna talk about it. My mic don't work on my phone, and I haven't invested in the camera yet. All right, so one, I cut my mushrooms too big, and then two, I already seasoned my water and put my oil in it, so we're waiting for it to reboil. All right, so I need to wait for that meat to cook brown or to brown, and I'm waiting for the onions to soften and my mushrooms to soften. So what I'm gonna do is I'm debating because normally I would season it. I did cut my mushrooms too big. Oops. I wait to season it, but I think I'm gonna season it now, and I low-key wanna try to make a cheese sauce, or not make a cheese sauce, but melt. Alright, so what I normally do is I normally would take my cheese, put it over the pasta like when it's done, put my milk in it, and, you know, let it melt. But this meat, I feel like it needs a sauce because I don't want it to burn on me. And I don't have butter. You know what? Nah, we're gonna fry this. I'm gonna sauce this. My pan is too small, so I'm about to season it. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm seasoning, and I'm gonna cover it and let that cook down a little bit, and then I'll once it cooks down, I might add the sauce to that and mix the pasta with it. See, with invent a meal, I'm legit inventing it as I go. Cause normally, like I said, I'll make the milk the cheese. Like normally, I'll cook my pasta, cook whatever meat or whatever filling I have, and then mix it together, and then like milk my cheese at the end. But I kind of wanna see if I can make the or invent my cheese over my concoction. Either way, I'm eating it, and it's just for me. It's just how we want to do it is the problem. Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna season this. Alright, so I'm gonna use my Sunshine from Miss Tabitha Brown. We met her. She's awesome. Guys, gotta check out my Instagram and you can see my pictures. Is garlic ginger, pineapple mango. So we're gonna use some of her Sunshine. If I can open it. And you guys already know by now, we do not measure nothing. Alright, I think that's enough for now. Some garlic powder, because we always need garlic powder, even though I like fresh garlic, but whatever. Alright, and then we use adobo. And I might throw some pepper in here, but we'll see. Alright, some adobo. I'm feeling a little spicy. I figured maybe, hopefully, the mushrooms could absorb it, and then I can feel like I'm having some seafood. I don't know. I don't normally use this. I bought it, or my roommate uses it, and then I bought it because I bought hearts of palm, and I want to make the crab cakes, but your girl be forgetting. But we're gonna make that soon for you guys. All right. You guys are on the side of me right now, so I gotta turn that in a second. Then we're gonna use this, and then boom. So I'm gonna season this. I'm gonna cover it. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna season this, cover it. Our meat is sorry, I'm all in your way. I know, I need a better camera. Soon. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. Alright, so we're gonna stir this, throw a little bit more olive oil in there, and I'm gonna let my meat brown a little bit more. It's almost done. I'm gonna cover it so the steam can stay in there. so my mushrooms can get soft. That's what I'm waiting for now. My mushrooms to get a little bit softer, and then I think I'm gonna make the cheese sauce. Yeah, we're gonna do it for the first time because I never, like I said, I usually do it at the end. I never made or invented the cheese sauce like I'm doing now with my meat. So we're gonna see how this goes together. A little nervous. Alright, so let me lower my flame. I'm gonna cover that while my pasta is boiling, and we'll be back. Alright, let me show you guys what this looks like. I tried a little bit of the mushroom, and it tastes pretty good. I don't think I need to add anything. Well, you gotta season a little, because you can always add as you can go, as you go, but you can never take away. I think for Christmas, I'm gonna ask for a camera so I can attempt to make, let's say, better videos. That or a new phone, a new iPhone, because my iPad just makes me look very more close than what I want to be. Alright, what we are gonna do is cover that, but because it's pretty much done browning, I'm not a fan of Daiya cheese because I don't like the way it melts. So with me and Daiya, it's a hit or miss. I bought Daiya because we was balling on a budget and I didn't have enough for VO Life because they want $6 for their shreds. But I mean, I like Daiya. It's not too bad. I just don't like that it doesn't melt the way I want it to always. But we're gonna put this on low. I'm about to. Did I break my bag all the way? Hold on. Did I? Good, I didn't. So we're gonna use. I'm gonna cut this up, probably half of it. Cut it up in squares, pour my milk in there, and I'll show you what it looks like. So I will be back. See, I need a cameraman. That's what I need. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, so I already poured my milk. I used the whole pack because I put like, I want to say 5 or 6 slices. And then to me, it just didn't look like enough. So with the seasonings, the meat, and the mushrooms, that's why my milk looks dark. But whatever, it's all the seasoning. So what I'm about to do right now, it looks funny because I have slices. We're about to cover this bad boy. I'm sitting here thinking I'm talking to you guys and I'm not. So I added the whole pack because I put like 5 or 6 slices in, and to me it just didn't seem like enough. I added more milk. So right now I'm gonna cover that, let that season while my noodles are boiling, and we will see how it tastes. Or we will see if we like it, because we haven't tried it this way before. Like I said, normally I would do it when everything is done, but I want to see if I can melt the cheese down and make it like a sauce. Or not like a sauce, but at least, I don't know, creamy. I felt like my meat concoction needed a sauce. That's why I did it this way. So I figured we could do it this way, give the cheese time to melt, because normally, I'm not gonna lie, since I do it at the end, I wouldn't have used the slices for this. But if I do it at the end, I'll cover it, and then a lot of the times I eat it before my cheese completely melts. That's if I use the slices. If I use the shreds, it doesn't happen that way. So that's another reason why I wanted to try it this way, to give it time. Alright, so let's hide that just a tad bit, cover that, and we will be back. So Daiya cheese slices, like I said, I don't like the way it melts. It's more of a sandwichy melt, not so much of a this melt. VO Life cheese, if I would have gotten that, if I would have found the slices or the wedges, it would have melted better. So there's a big possibility that my cheese ain't gonna melt right, but you know what? We're gonna eat it anyway. So our sauce is gonna take a little longer. So we'll be back in like 5 minutes and check on it. So, where's my, It looks this way because of the mushrooms. Oh shit, I just made a mess. All right, I was trying to look at what I was doing and do it while looking and not looking at what I was doing. I was trying to look at the iPad and not actually what I was doing, so I made a mess. My fault. So I made my cheese sauce. It looks that color because of the mushrooms and the seasonings. And then too, I made this sauce so my concoction wouldn't burn the bottom of the pot, and I still burnt the bottom of the pot because I had it on too high. And as you see, diet cheese sucks. So it milked it down a lot, but it's still some solid pieces. I mean, that's better than huge solid pieces like that one. So what I'm gonna do now is drain out my water and mix it. It's hard to do this with one hand. As you've seen, I did make a mess. Oops. I was looking at the iPad while moving. One, I was too far from the spatula. So then when I went to go, I guess wasn't paying attention and made a huge mess. So I cleaned my mess. Well, right now what we're gonna do is, because I'm not gonna be able to show you guys, because trying to pour the sauce in there with one hand is gonna be hard. So what I'm gonna do is drain out my water for my bow ties, and then I'm gonna add, lower this, I'm gonna add the sauce to my bow ties, mix it together, show you guys as I mix it, and then we're gonna try it. Actually, ooh, excuse me, sorry about that. I like the way this cheese sauce came out. Normally, like I said, it would come out cheesy, like it would come out like this, but I would have more solid cheese clunks if I used the Daya, because like I said, I'm not waiting this long for it to melt like that. I'd be hungry. So this time we took our time with you guys, and I like the way it came out. All right, let me hurry up because I'm hungry. So I already mixed it. This is it all mixed together. So we're gonna let our milk evaporate just a little bit. And I honestly feel like I could probably add it. No, you know what? I did good. Normally I'll have more bow ties so I wouldn't have enough meat concoction. So I think my ratio is pretty good. So I'm gonna just let this simmer out just a little bit because my sauce is a little too loose. I just wanted to thicken up a tad bit, and then we're gonna try it. Hold. I'm talking to you guys and I'm not even saying anything. So I don't remember what I said. I'm not repeating it. But we're gonna let our sauce thicken up a little bit. Then we're gonna eat it. Oh, and I didn't burn the pot. I guess some of my meat stuck to the bottom, but it would have been a lot worse if I didn't make my sauce. I did good. I've been picking at little pieces of mushrooms here and there as it was cooking, and it tastes pretty good, but give us a second and we're gonna taste it all in a second. I'm hungry. I know I said that already. Looks very cheesy. The diet cheese melted better than I expected. I love when that happens. I love when that happens. Alright, I've been picking at it. So I figured before I get comfortable, let me taste it for you guys. Make sure I get a big bite. I like it. And it's not because I made it. It's good. I could say I could have probably seasoned it just a little bit more at the end. But yeah, that's the only thing I can say. I could probably seasoned it just a little bit more at the end. But other than that, it tastes great. I like how cheesy it is. I wish it would have thickened up just a little bit, but it's not bad at all. It's pretty good. I wish there was someone here to try it, but I'm kind of happy there's no one here to try it because more for me. And what was I gonna say? See, pretty easy. Just I used, of course, the vegan noodles, and I used what I know I liked and threw it together. That's how I started a lot of my invented meals. before I used the meat substitutes. I went with what I know I like veggie wise and started throwing it together, inventing meals. And then as I guess tried different things, I of course added other things to my invented meals. Still what I know I like, and sometimes it's a hit, or a lot of the times it's a hit, which a lot of times it's a hit and I don't record it. My apologies, but I will start recording them now because it's always a success. Once in a purple moon, I don't like what I make. Like last time I made a big pot of rice because I don't know why I think just putting in the bag of rice is a good idea, just for me. Don't ask. So I made a big pot of rice. Whoops. And what I did was I tried to mix the rice and beans, but I used already seasoned beans and I didn't try these, so I didn't know I didn't like the beans. So by the time it finished, I guess I didn't have enough water in my rice, but I didn't like the seasoned beans, so I had a big pot of rice that I had to waste. It's very rare that happens to me, but I hate when it happens because it's like, what am I supposed to do with it if I don't like it? So that's why I say when people find out that I went vegan, I always tell them, listen, one, I don't know how to, I want to say know how to cook vegan. It's not hard, as long as you know what you're not supposed to eat. And just start with what you know you like. And as you see, we've got an invented meal. Well, I have not so much time before I have to go to work. So, as always, thank you for tuning in with me on a Really Picky Vegan. And if you haven't already, please like, follow, subscribe, and share my page with your friends because you never know who's truly interested in what us vegans can eat besides a salad. And I have cheesy pasta. I don't know what you would call it. Crystal hamburger helper. But yeah, and one, definitely check me on social media, Instagram and Facebook at The Really Picky Vegan. You can email me if you want me to try any restaurants or recipes. And Connie's home. Gotta go. Bye.